Hi, I'm Steph, and today I'm going to talk about campfire cooking with my Solo Stove. And I will share 10 of my top favorite recipes for cooking over the Solo Stove. And I will say these can be cooked over any kind of fire. You don't have to have a Solo Stove, but I particularly like that brand because it is a smokeless fire pit and it's really quick to start a fire. So it is my go-to way of making a campfire and cooking over it. I've owned my Solo Stove for 3 years and I have enjoyed it very much in that time. I've even created a little station to hold my Solo Stove, and I have a nice outdoor area back here where I place my Solo Stove and can do all the cooking. And there are 3 ways that I will use to cook over, and the first way is a tripod support. And this is nice if you need to change up the heat that you're using with the fire, so you can change the height. You can see we were actually cooking in a cast iron over the fire, and it worked really well to use the tripod support. It is a little clunky and you do have to get out more materials, so it's not my go-to way of cooking. Probably the easiest way to cook over the Solo Stove is with a stick. You just use a stick. You can use an actual stick. I use metal sticks that I've purchased for roasting over the fire, but that is the easiest and quickest way to just make a quick meal. And the last way, and my favorite way, is a grill top. Now you can get these anywhere. It's just a basic grill top that you can put over the fire pit, and then you can put a foil meal over it, or you could put my favorite, which is a pie iron over it. And a pie iron is just 2 cast iron plates that come together and does a really good job at cooking. And that has been something I've gotten into the last year, and I've made many meals with the pie iron, and it's a lot of fun. So we'll be talking about some of those when it comes to my favorite meals. Now I do want to mention that Solo Stove actually makes some items for you to cook over the Solo Stove specifically. There's a couple things you need, and they're kind of expensive, so I have not invested in those, but if you are really wanting to be serious about cooking over the campfire, that might be something to look into. I'm not serious. I just want to enjoy nature and have a nice little meal that doesn't take too much effort, and that's the kind of cooking I like to do. Alright, these are my top 10 favorite meals to make over the Solo Stove. Number 1 is called sausage scramble. And this is very easy to make in a foil pack, and is probably my go-to meal because it's so simple. I just use frozen vegetables, and the ones I get are from Costco, but you could get them really anywhere, and I will use them frozen or thawed. It works either way. It takes a little bit longer if they're frozen, but it also kind of keeps the meal moist, so both work out well. And then I just cut up a sausage. You can use any sausage. The one I use is already pre-cooked, and I really like the flavor of it, so that's the one I use. But you could also put a hot dog in this, or any other kind of meat or substitute meat that you like. And I'll throw other things in it. So I've thrown onions in it, I've put mushrooms in it, olives, just whatever kind of things you like. This is a great meal where you can just kind of throw in ingredients you have. And there's no set time for any of these recipes because it really depends on the fire and the heat of the fire, and that's not factors I can really know. So I usually just put it on, start it at like 5 to 10 minutes, and just kind of keep an eye on it. I don't just leave it. And usually when you start to smell the food, that's when you know that it's ready. Number 2 is Costco tacos. Now Costco sells street tacos in this container where it has all the ingredients you need, and those are good on their own. You can just heat them up in the microwave, you're good to go. But what's even better is to actually lay out the tortillas in the pie iron and then put the ingredients in there and just cook it over the fire, and it gives just a great, wonderful taste to the tacos, and I don't know, everything tastes better over a campfire. And with the pie iron, I usually like to start with probably 2 minutes on one side and then check it and then flip it over. You don't want to do anything too long on the pie iron because it does usually cook pretty quickly. Number 3 is pulled pork cornbread, and I make this in the pie iron. Now I found this in another YouTuber video, which I will link to below, but this is a really simple recipe. It just uses Jiffy Mix to make the cornbread. You mix that up, and then the pulled pork I actually just get from Costco already cooked, so I don't have to cook anything extra. So I will put a layer of cornbread, then I will put the pulled pork. It also says to use green chilies, so if I have those, I'll use them. If not, it's no big deal. But then I'll put another layer of cornbread on top of that. And this one does tend to stick as well, so you want to keep an eye on this, but it tastes really good. And sometimes I will do the same recipe, but I'll use hash browns, which I'll talk about in just a second. And the hash browns work really well as a base as well if you don't have cornbread. Now you want to make sure that you heat up your pie iron for at least a minute on each side first, and then you want to oil the sides of the pie iron to make sure things don't stick. I use avocado oil because it's a good high heat oil. Number 4 is breakfast. I love breakfast for any meal of the day, and I found these really cool hash browns that are dehydrated, and you just rehydrate them. It takes about 12 minutes, and then you're able to cook with them and do whatever you want. So for this, I like to cook the bacon first in the pie iron, and then I get some nice bacon grease on there to help things not stick. And once the bacon is cooked, then I will put a layer of hash browns, put in some eggs, put the bacon on, and then put more hash browns on that. And again, try to use lots of oil, avocado oil, to make sure this doesn't stick. And again, with the pie iron, you want to start with 1 or 2 minutes on each side and keep checking it so it doesn't burn too bad. Number 5 is one of the easiest things to do, and this is just to use a stick, and I really like Costco hot dogs. Now, you can actually buy Costco hot dogs in the food court, but you can buy them in bulk in the frozen food section. And they taste really good, and they're longer, so it's kind of a complete meal. And I just basically roast this over the fire, and it's perfect. Number 6 is muffin mix. Now, this is a super easy process. You can buy these mixes from the store, and you just follow on the back what to add. This, you just add milk, you mix it up, and then I just will oil the pie iron and put the whole mix in the pie iron, and it makes a super easy dessert, and it's just a nice little sweet treat, and it tends to not stick, so this is a great one to really has very little effort. Number 7 is cinnamon rolls. I love a cinnamon roll, so this is a really fun one to make over the campfire. And I just use the pre-made cinnamon rolls. I get Annie's ones from Costco, but really anything should work. And I just put them in the pie iron. Again, I will oil it up, and then I will put them in the pie iron, and I'll just kind of flip it over a couple times, and it tastes really good. It cooks it to perfection. Really can't beat it. Number 8 is cornbread chili. Now, this is super simple, but it does tend to stick. So this is something you got to be mindful of. It does sometimes leave a mess. So all I do is get cornbread Jiffy mix, and I just follow the ingredients on the package, and I'll mix it up, put some on the bottom, get a can of chicken, pour that in, and then put some more cornbread mix on the top. And when and if it sticks, you want to try to keep unsticking it as it goes. But even if it doesn't turn out perfect, it still tastes good, and it's easy. Number 9 is monkey bread. Now, this is the most involved of all of the things I'm talking about today, but it tastes really good. I enjoy monkey bread, and in the pie iron, it really can't be beat. So I'm going to list out all the ingredients here to make this, and I've made it probably 2 or 3 times, and it turns out perfection every time. And number 10 is my very favorite meal over a campfire, and that is, of course, a s'more. And it's probably the easiest one to make as well. You just roast a marshmallow over the campfire, and I actually use graham crackers that have chocolate already on them. They happen to be gluten-free graham crackers that I discovered because my nibblings are gluten-free, and they're really good though. They're better than regular graham crackers in my opinion. Now, I love s'mores so much that I have a s'mores kit that I put together that's always ready to go with all the ingredients in it, and anytime I'm ready for a s'more, I have my kit ready to go. And a little bonus about s'mores is cook one and eat it over the fire right away. It's wonderful. But cook another one and put it in the fridge for the next day. And it tastes really good. It has a nice chill to it, but it's not overly cold. And it basically keeps it in the form of how it was when you cooked it over the campfire. So it's nice and gooey, but not... You just got to try it. I can't even explain it. You got to try it. Trust me. A fridge s'more or a cold s'more. I don't know if I invented that, but it's very good. And then you get 2 s'mores from your wonderful campfire. So those are my 10 favorite meals over the Solo Stove. These are things that I like to cook in my backyard when I have a campfire, or I like to cook when I'm camping. So if you have some campfire meals that you enjoy, let me know in the comments below. I always like to hear about a new meal and something else to cook. And here's my dog. She came to visit. She enjoys campfires as well because there's food involved, and so she will always come and see if there's any food that she can enjoy when I'm cooking over the campfire. And speaking of dogs, as I always say, I hope you have a great day.